Nestled deep in the frozen remote lands of Alaska, surrounded by nothing but ice and wilderness, lies one of the most mysterious scientific facilities on Earth. Imagine this: a forest of 180 giant antennas, each pointing straight up, shooting powerful invisible beams into the highest layers of our atmosphere. It's a surreal, almost alien sight. This place is called HAARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. Officially, its purpose is to study the ionosphere, that electrically charged layer of air miles above our heads. But to many who have looked deeper, it's something far more sinister: a machine that can control the weather. Built back in the 1990s as a joint project between the U.S. Air Force and the Navy, HAARP was publicly presented as a way to research how radio waves interact with the atmosphere. It's essentially a giant heater for the sky. Using an incredible 3.6 megawatts of power, it can warm up specific patches of the ionosphere. This process can create strange, artificial lights, trigger auroras where there shouldn't be any, and generate high-frequency waves that ripple through the upper atmosphere. The official science is fascinating, but it didn't take long for a critical question to emerge. If you have the power to heat and disturb the atmosphere on command, can you also manipulate it? Can you bend it to your will? And that's where the story takes a dark turn. According to a growing number of researchers and theorists, HAARP isn't just about harmless science. They claim it's a secret weapon capable of environmental warfare on a global scale. They believe this facility can trigger earthquakes by vibrating the Earth's crust, redirect powerful hurricanes away from one target and towards another, or even cause catastrophic droughts and floods by altering atmospheric patterns. Think about it. In 2010, after a devastating earthquake leveled parts of Haiti, some immediately pointed their fingers at HAARP. When massive freak storms have appeared seemingly out of nowhere, they've wondered if someone, somewhere in a control room, just flipped a switch. This isn't just random speculation, it's a theory fueled by anomalies and suspicious timing that some say can't be explained by natural causes alone. While it's easy to dismiss these claims, the military connection to HAARP is undeniable. It wasn't academics who built this, it was funded and operated by the U.S. Air Force for decades. If you dig into the public records, you'll find patents connected to HAARP's technology. One of its key inventors, Bernard Eastlund, filed patents that explicitly mention geophysical manipulation for defense purposes. One patent even describes technology that could disrupt an enemy's communications or disable incoming missile systems by creating controlled disturbances in the ionosphere. The very language of these official documents hints at a purpose far beyond simple atmospheric study. So, was HAARP built to study the sky, or was it built to weaponize it? Then, in 2014, the story got even stranger. The military abruptly announced that HAARP was being shut down, the funding was cut, the facility went quiet, and the researchers packed up and left. For a time, it seemed like the great experiment was over, but then it quietly reopened under new management, the University of Alaska Fairbanks. They claim its purpose is now purely academic, open to scientists from around the world. But access is still limited, and the facility remains shrouded in a veil of secrecy. Many believe the shutdown was just a smokescreen, a way to move the project from military oversight to a less scrutinized university-branded operation, while the real work continues behind closed doors. No one really knows what still happens there today. Of course, the scientific community largely pushes back against these theories. Mainstream scientists insist that HAARP simply cannot control the weather. They argue that the energy it releases, while powerful, is just a tiny drop in the ocean compared to the immense power of the Earth's natural atmospheric systems. They say our planet's climate is far too vast and complex to be manipulated by a single antenna array in Alaska. But the believers have a compelling counter-argument. They say that groundbreaking technology always advances in secret, long before it's ever revealed to the public. The version of HAARP we see might just be the public face of something much bigger, a prototype for a global network we don't even know exists. They point to strange radar anomalies and classified documents as evidence that we are only being told a fraction of the truth. So, what is the final answer? Maybe HAARP really is just a misunderstood research station, a victim of its own secretive origins. Or maybe it's the ultimate proof that humanity has learned to play God with nature itself, holding the power to command the storms and shake the very ground beneath our feet. If one facility hidden in the Alaskan wilderness can touch the edge of the sky, what else are we capable of? What other powers are being developed in secret right now that we're not being told about? The truth, as they say, is out there. Thanks for watching. If you found this mystery as fascinating as we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world's greatest secrets. See you next time.